We're here in Miami at Lone Depot Park in a very low-scoring affair. The Marlins at 1, the Twins at nothing. Top of the 8th. Edward Cabrera and Joe Ryan. Long into a pitching duel. We'll get a new pitcher for the Marlins. It's Anthony Bender, and he fires in a breaking ball to Ty France, the first baseman, for strike one.
Anthony Bender, Twins will be looking to try to get a run on the board, tie the ball game up, but Anthony Bender has been tough.
Bender will get the Twins bottom of their order for the 8th. And France, it's a cue shot, foul.
France, really good sweeper.
So new pitcher Bender and
0-2 hole already for the first baseman as Nick Fortes is now catching for Miami as France calls time.
Lewis, then Vasquez.
France 0 for 2, ground out in the lineout.
Marlins bullpen, very good in the month of June.
Payoff? Missed outside, ball one.
Sweeper is the go-to pitch for Bender. Throws that nearly 45% of the time.
That's a ground ball up the middle. Caught by Otto, spinning throw, and he threw him out. What a play. Otto cut it off, spun around, and easily threw out France. What a play. One out.
And Lopez came back as well. Let's move things around. Edwards, you go back to second. Lopez, you're too good at short.
I see why they made this change. You see where he was playing. He was playing more to pull. So he had to go a long way on this baseball. See him catch it, and at the same motion, reverse spin, and then threw pretty much a strike.
And now here's Royce.
Long one hop to the first
and
base.
Takes an inside strike. 0-1.
Short for the 26-year-old shortstop.
Royce is 1 for 2 with a double.
Only have 2 hits, a Lewis double, and a Castro single. That's it tonight.
That one misses down. The count's even up at 1.
Twins right now in a 1-run game.
Royce hasn't had a great season. He's been injured and hasn't really been that good since he came back. He's been in a slump, but can still be a home run threat. And he pops up that pitch, and Fortes going up, and it's in the seats.
Oh, good catch.
1-2.
Might with a Correa jersey right there. Good catch.
As I was saying, Royce can tie this thing up with one swing.
Twins just need base runners right now. Somebody get on base, put some pressure on the Marlins. Focus on having some good ABs right here.
Punch out pitch from Bender. And Royce was late. That was right down the pipe.
And those last 2 have been...
And it's fouled off.
There to hit.
That's where you see if Royce Lewis, I think, is in mid-season form. I think you see him not missing those pitches right there.
Royce calls time.
Royce tonight playing in his 31st big league game this season. Off the injured list, Jonah Bride designated for assignment. Waits for the 1-2 from
1-2. Chased and struck him out. Breaking ball.
So to be up to
That K's Royce, and there's 2 out.
And he will not bat. Cody Clemens will hit in his spot. My Twins members bring more value, greater flexibility, and better benefits to more fans than ever before. The My Twins Choice Plan locks in exclusive plan perks like dedicated entry, concessions, and so much more. Learn more at twins.com/mytwins.
And we will get a battle visit before pitch hitter Cody Clemens coming to the plate.
Buxton and Lewis, a conversation about what Royce just saw. But Byron, he would only come into play if Clemens can reach. He's 2 for 9 as a pinch hitter this season.
First pitch from Bender to Clemens. Inside, ball 1.
Twins bullpen.
Double barrel action in Minnesota's bullpen. Louis Varland and Griffin warming up.
Lurking as well. Sands is sat down.
1-0, and Clemens pops it up.
Shallow left.
In shallow left field, it'll be Connor Norby to make the catch. And that'll do it for the top of the 8th. The Marlins hang out in front, 1-0. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 8th at Lone Depot Park. New pitcher for the Twins, it's Louis Varland. In 36.2 innings this year, an ERA at 1.96. And he's got 5 pitches in his arsenal. And immediately
Twins can get back in that dugout.
gets Dane Myers the 9-hitter to be late on a heater. It's 0-1.
Twins this year settling in as a bullpen
As
arm.
Myers fouled that
Somebody
pitch
who's
off.
been really reliable for Rocco Baldelli.
Oh,
Inside, it's a foul
ball.
6 in on Dane Myers.
Looked like it hit him, but instead it hit the bat. And Myers is in an 0-2 hole. New catcher for the Twins, Christian Vasquez is out. Ryan Jeffers is now catching. 0-2. And Myers is a slow tapper that gets by the mound. Correa can't throw him out, and Dane Myers with an infield single.
Yeah, once it's scooted by the mound, no chance. And Myers, with great speed, is on to begin the 8th inning.
Now the Marlins order will flip over to the top.
Not much Correa could do right here. Myers with a ton of speed. That ball barely got by Louis Varland. Just don't want to risk rushing a throw and it getting past Ty France and then him ending up on second base.
Boy, as that helmet was coming off, Myers,
It'll be Xavier, and he squares for a bunt, pulls it back, and takes strike 1.
Now Edwards, 0-1 count. Myers, 13 stolen bases. Lewis in at third. Watch this. Watch Myers here.
Yeah.
That helmet's coming off, and nearly.
Almost stepped on it.
Yeah, stepped right on it with his right spike. Edwards 1 for 3. He gave the Twins fits at Target Field in the series last September.
Xavier pops a bunt foul, and he's quickly down 0-2.
You know, Varland is some
Let's see if he still tries to bunt, or he'll try and put one in play here.
A walk or a hit, but he's worked on it.
Trying to move the speedy Myers over to second. Maybe bunt for a hit. He didn't that time. He fouled it off.
Yeah, I did notice that. I think maybe trying to throw off the hitter and the base runner over there at first base. That's what pitchers are trying to do, disrupt timing.
So Myers at first takes his lead.
0-2. And it's down ball 1.
By Jeffers. Curveball that's a great weapon for Varland. Jeffers knows it's coming. Knocked it down.
One, two, Myers at first. Nobody out. The pitch. Xavier ground ball right to Varland. Throw to second for 1. Correa to first, and they turn 2.
Athletes on the field, including that man right there. Wrestler, punter. Played safety in high school, and man, did he field his position perfectly here. Gloved it, and plenty of...
As that was a comebacker, it bounced right into the glove of Varland. He threw it to Correa, who covered second, and threw a bomb to first to throw out Xavier and get the double play.
And we've seen this time and time again from Correa when he gets on top of that baseball. Not too many better.
Now here's Jesus with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th and a check swing. And he didn't go. And it's rule the ball, 1-0.
Jesus Sanchez is 1
Jesus
for 3.
is 1 for 3 with a single. That just misses down at 100. 2 balls and no strikes in Jesus.
Ronnie Enriquez. Mentioned his name. Former Twin is warming
Fouled
up
off.
in the Marlins bullpen.
A little late there.
Well, Miami doesn't
Jesus
have
almost
one
fell
set
down.
closer.
2-1.
Fauché at times. And there he is. There's Ronnie. Former Twin right now. Looks like he'll have the chance to close against his former team.
2-1.
Twins out the top of the
Nobody
order.
on. 2 outs. Marlins leading 1-0.
2 balls in a
Bottom of
strike
the
on
8th.
Sanchez.
2-1 offering is outside. 3-1. Marlins starting to lose Jesus here. Jesus hits a high fly ball to deep center. Backing up is Buxton at the wall. Couldn't make the catch. It falls in play. Jesus rounding to second. He'll go to third. And he's got a triple. Unless it's ruled a home run. He hit it to the deepest part of the ballpark. And it's a home run. Jesus Sanchez with the home run. It's 2-0 Marlins.
As Sanchez,
Boy, I thought he brought that back.
is credited with a home run. So right now it's 2-0.
And Rocco's going to come out to talk to the umpires who are gathering and talking about it. Well, right now it's ruled a home run for Jesus.
This isn't a manager's challenge. This could be just a crew chief challenge on any potential.
And this is definitely going to be looked at.
And now they're going to say.
Now they're going to say it's not a home run. Now they're going to say it's a triple.
Is that blue pole? It hit that first.
I think that's in play.
That should be in play, right? Has to be over that.
Yeah, I don't think this hits.
This is a crew chief review of the Marlins center field.
So it is a crew
chief review.
The initial call home run, but then the crew chief James Hoy said, "Hey, we're going to send Sanchez back to third." Let's take a look at this.
Buxton leaps.
I think if it's those plants or whatever that is out there in that speaker now, that's a home run. But anything off the blue padding, that's in play. That is in play.
Off the wall.
Now the fact that
And Buxton, bounced into his glove and he couldn't pull it in. I mean, it's not a catch anyway.
into the batter's eye.
And yeah, that's going to be a triple for Jesus Sanchez with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th.
After review, the call in the field is confirmed. The ball is in play. The runner's at third base.
I still think Buxton saved the home run right there.
So off the padding, I mean, we're talking
3rd triple this season for Jesus Sanchez. And the Marlins have an insurance run 90 feet away after Jesus hit it to the deepest part of the ballpark. And Buxton leaped and could not rob it.
Yeah, I truly believe if his glove does not get there, it hits off this pole at that angle, and I think it goes into the batter's eye or that ivy.
Whatever that is,
Yeah.
it's fake or whatever that is, but if it hits that area, it's gone.
Yeah.
The padding is in play, so it's a triple.
It's now a mound visit for the Twins.
Coming up as Pete Mackey is out to the mound. The chat here with Varland. So Sanchez 2 hits, a single, now a triple, and Lopez. Here's that number that we referenced at the top. Lopez has an RBI in 3 straight games. Nothing yet tonight.
Here's Otto.
Even that much more.
He's hitless tonight.
It's easily a run scored right there.
2 ground outs to the flyout. He's put in play every single time. Let's see if he can get a hit to knock in Jesus and make it 2-0 Marlins.
Massive insurance run 90 feet away for Miami and Sanchez. And the Twins are going to walk Lopez intentionally.
And we're going to get an intentional walk. Otto to first. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. 1-0 lead.
I like that.
They're going to bring up Nick Fortes. And this will be his first bat of the night. Augustine was the catcher, but he got brought out for Fortes. First pitch. Right down the middle. Strike 1.
And Fortes, like many in this Miami lineup, good numbers in June at .310. Fortes missed time this season with an injured oblique.
Fortes, fly ball in the right field. It's going to be fair. and down. That'll score Jesus. It's 2-0 Marlins. RBI single for Nick Fortes.
It's 2-0 Miami.
Otto stops at third. The runners are still at the corners with 2 outs. But it's 2-0 Marlins. Jesus does end up scoring.
It's the first earned run that Louis Varland has allowed since May 27th.
Yeah, I just think Fortes did a good job at staying on top of that baseball. Just snuck it right there fair.
And now here's Kyle Stowers, who's had the best day out of any Marlins hitter. 2 for 3 with a home run that gave the Marlins the lead. And it was basically their only run scored against Joe Ryan. After he almost got hit by a pitch that was ruled a foul ball, he then tanked one. And that same at-bat, that gave the Marlins the lead. As Stowers swings and misses that one at the knees. It's 0-1.
Hitting 178, lefties 241.
Yeah.
In there for strike 2.
Stowers, who's 2 for 3 tonight with a home run.
2 outs, runners at the corners, 2-0 Marlins. Bottom of the 8th, 0-2 count. Stowers calls time.
One in, 2 on, 2 out, bottom 8.
Pay off the Stowers. Spiked, blocked by Jeffers. Ball 1.
Otto Lopez at third base. He was intentionally walked, and then Fortes came in to catch top of the inning. His first at bat, drives in the second.
1-2 delivery from Varland. Stowers, soft ground ball, right to France. He'll back up and take it to first base to end the inning. But Nick Fortes knocks in insurance run with an RBI single to right after Jesus tripled. Let's see if the Marlins can put him away in the 9th inning. They lead 2-0. We'll be right back from Miami. Top of the 9th here in Miami. The Marlins trying to close it on a shutout. Ronnie Henriquez is in for the save. First pitch to Buxton, and Buxton chases outside. 0-1.
Taken off the roster, claimed off waivers by Miami in February. Way back when came to the Twins from the Rangers as part of the Mitch Garver trade. Henriquez has saved 3 this season.
Henriquez throws 5 pitches in his arsenal. He's ahead here, 0-1 to Buxton. Make that.
98
No.
on Buxton. 1-1.
Thought it was going to be called a strike. Looked pretty good, but didn't get the call. 1-1.
The outfield, those coming up here in a moment.
Buxton struck out twice and grounded out once. 0 for 3. Looking for that first hit of the night right here. And he puts one in play, but it's foul.
Here are the defensive changes for Miami in the outfield.
Marlins made some defensive changes. Dane Myers is now in left. Derek Hill now at center.
And that moves Dane Myers from center to left.
Kyle Stowers out of the game. 1-2 to Buxton. That's taken for a called strike 3. Buxton with a backwards K to begin the top of the 9th.
Seems like they've been pitching Buxton.
That was right down the pipe, and Buxton immediately knew he struck out looking.
Not something that a ton of teams have done this year. I think that's the second time tonight where he has struck out.
Here's Trevor Larnach, batting second, hitless tonight, and takes one down. 1-0.
2 outs to go, 9th inning, down 2. Larnach 0 for 3.
Larnach 2 flyouts and a K. Ahead 1-0. Make that 2-0 as Henriquez misses down again. One base runner brings the tying run to the plate. So that's Minnesota's goal, obviously.
Henriquez featuring an ERA under 3.
2-0 delivery from Henriquez. Swing and a miss. Larnach chased down. Nice pitch there from Ronnie Henriquez to notch one back in the count.
Big league debut of the Twins at the age of 22 in 2022.
2-1 offering. That's in there at the knees. Strike 2. Enriquez looking to put away Lardick right here. Payoff. Got him! Foul tip in the glove of Fortes, and the Twins are down to their final out.
This ball has come out of Enriquez's hand with conviction. Tell you, really confident, having some success here in Miami.
Miami is 1 out away from producing a
Fastball right
shutout.
there.
And it'll be the lefty Willie to the plate. The last hope for the Twins, and he's ahead 1-0 in the count.
Twins only 2 hits. A Castro single in the 7th, a Royce Lewis double in the 3rd. That's it.
Willie's 1 for 3, a single, and then he stole a bag. The 1-0. Misses outside with the heater. 2 balls and no strikes on Willie. Utility man for the Twins, but he's been playing primarily in left recently.
14 against the National League.
Just like tonight. He's in left. Hitters count here, 2-0. That is sliced foul into the seats. 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. 2-0. Johan Duran is warming up in the pen in case he's needed. 2-1 delivery. Willie hits a high fly ball, deep left center. Derek Hill calls off Myers and makes the catch, and the Marlins win 2-0 with a dominating effort from their pitching. See y'all later, RBL. Peace. What a win for Miami.